What we're doing, especially with our deep knowledge of what happened in Russiagate, is two things on a parallel track. Congress, oversight. I'm committed and wed to congressional oversight. My predecessors turned over Comey 3,000 pages to Congress in his 3 years and change, and Chris Wray turned over 13,000 in his almost 7 years. In my 9 months, we've turned over 40,000 pages of material to Congress, not just Russiagate, Arctic frost, but so many other things that they're interested in. We're going to continue doing that because I believe, as a senior staffer on the Hill, that's the best way to expose the information to the public and say, here, you read it, and you tell us what your feedback is. In this very building, there were rooms that were hidden away from the map site of the building, and nobody had access into them. And once we got into those rooms, we found more information related to the Russiagate hoax from prior FBI leadership. Information that was in burn bags that they wanted to have destroyed, but for whatever reason, no one ever got around to it, or they thought we would just never find it. So we have multiple teams. We've built squads for both Russiagate and Arctic frost. And we're using the grand jury process, and we are issuing, I think we're up to like 75 or 100 subpoenas already for witnesses. That's what you target first. We also have targets of our investigation, people we think committed acts of criminal conduct. And this, in my opinion, is why the media is going so hog wild over the Comey prosecution, right? Notice how they're not attacking the evidence. They're just saying, oh, so-and-so was improperly appointed. That, to me, shows me we're over the target. That was just step one.
So you still have open investigations into these people. You're still looking into what ultimately happened with them. So do you think we'll see more come out of this?
What I try to remind the American public of is the people that built this weaponization of justice and intelligence and law enforcement and its politicization. They built this disease temple. It took them like 10 years. We've been in the seat 9 months, and we've already ripped open the Band-Aid and showed the world how they illegally surveilled on members of Congress, senators and House members, and staffers like myself on top of Russiagate. So we are not only exposing what they did, but they are frantically, the media, the mainstream media, and those that were involved in the weaponization of justice are trying to cover it up by dousing water on our investigation. Do you think that's going to stop me and the deputy here? We're going to get there. We're already halfway there on a lot of it. I firmly believe that this Comey case is far from over. We are not finished. We are formulating a plan to make sure that we actually use the Constitution to hold people accountable and don't let the mainstream media drive another form of weaponization of justice. These people will not be let off the hook.
Did you hear what Kash Patel just said? 2020 is not over. They are not going to get away for the fake Russia collusion. He said the difference between the Democrats and us is they were running just to indict, just to arrest. They had no case. They were lying. But we are going to go by the Constitution. We are going to go by the law. And we are going to make sure that if and when we indict someone, it sticks and we can prove it. So I really believe behind the scenes, they are building a case to destroy all the far left extreme globalists in our government. Subscribe. I'll keep you updated. Stay MAGA.